Hey, great Monday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas, and let me say, it is amazing that it's it's actually getting kind of cool here in the city of Brownsville, and that is something that we are not very much used to here in the city of Brownsville. But in Captain Bob's mansion, which he's showing us tonight and this evening, thank you for showing us Captain Bob Mansion. I'm sure that it is not cold at all.
Not cold.
Is that
Yeah, I felt the wind right now when I got home. It's starting to get a little chilly over here at Rancho Viejo. I feel a little cold.
and Captain Bob is so wealthy that he lives in Rancho Viejo.
Oh,
But hey,
nice.
it's, it's not always a bad thing to have rich friends, and I appreciate Captain Bob's friendship. Uh, Let me say, I had heard earlier today that the weather was going to be, on the cold side, so I should have prepared, but of course, surely did not, and that's okay. Actually, I met up with Michael. Michael is one of a new generation of voters here in the city of Brownsville, and we talked a little bit about politics, talked a little bit about Brownsville life, talked a little bit about up and coming businesses here in the city of Brownsville. And one of the things that I learned from Michael today was that there is a memorabilia store that I had not heard of. And let me say, for me being the king of all local social media, I thought that I knew it all. And I appreciate that Michael had some things to teach me today. And the name of that store, I don't know if you've heard about it, Captain Bob. It's called Aisle Nine. And
No, I have not. I haven't heard about it. What is that?
Aisle Nine, Captain Bob, is actually I'm going to stop by tomorrow. Uh, I'm going to stop by tomorrow. Aisle Nine. If anyone out there associated with Aisle Nine is watching tonight, I will be stopping by tomorrow because I do collectibles. Aisle Nine is a collectible store that deals with video games and other collectible items. Is that am I right, Michael?
Yeah, they have like action figures, dolls, anime dolls. What's it called? Um, all those figurines. I go for the records, honestly.
Oh, and we love records. Captain Bob and myself, we were around back in the day. Remember, Captain Bob, when there were records and nothing of this.
Vinyl records. Love them. I
No,
love the hits of the 60s and 70s and 80s. That's my music.
it's 100%, baby. Let me tell you, Michael and I were talking music today, and we seem to coincide in regards to a lot of the classics, Captain Bob, like Pink Floyd, Roger Waters, Captain Bob, Black Sabbath, some of the good stuff. But going back to Aisle Nine, tomorrow, I think Captain Bob was so gracious to invite us back tomorrow on CBS series, the Captain Bob series, tomorrow at 11 o'clock, where candidate for commissioner at large, Susan Rubalcaba, and myself will be visiting Captain Bob's restaurant.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I Many people have come by the restaurant curious about our relationship as friends and co-podcasters, and it's been an interesting day answering those questions to them. And you being a mayor candidate, but we cannot forget you are the founder of Erasmo Live, and you are the anchor man to Erasmo Live. So that's how I explained to them that our relationship, for I am not running for mayor or city commissioner, but I said, hey, man, he's got a podcast. I got a podcast. We kind of go back and forth. He's got way more years doing this than I do. Mine was just born recently, and we're moving around. It's a little baby steps for the CBS at the Captain Bob series, but
Yeah.
it's been good.
And
It's been
also,
good.
I'm more handsome.
Absolutely.
But let me say no. And I mean, were these comments to you? Were they in a negative tone, or were they in a, or like sort of?
Well, there was, it was, let's say it was smooth, but there was an individual that is, well known with a strong personality that came in. He goes, "Hey, take it easy. Erasmo's taking over your show." And I was like, "Whoa!" And so there was one person that's very involved in local politics, and it was
What's their,
concerned about me. I said,
what's their,
"Well,"
what's their name?
and I thought about it, and then I absorbed it the rest of the day. And I know we have Susan, candidate for commissioner, coming on tomorrow, and of course, you were the one that came to greet me about that particular podcast. It's happening tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and you're part of it. And I put it up on my invitation to the general public. And I like to put pictures of whoever's going to show up. And of course, Captain Bob has to be up there
Of course.
because, and then of course you're up there because I couldn't leave you out because you're the one that brokered that particular interview. So what do? I didn't know what to do except put you in there, and I had already advertised it 3 or 4 days ago. Is that okay with you? I mean, I felt a little.
Captain Bob, we're friends, bro. And let me say, one of the things that I think that a lot of people have a hard time understanding is, how can Erasmo Castro and Captain Bob be friends? Erasmo Castro's friends with everyone. But Captain Bob and myself, I don't know if you knew this, Michael, but Captain Bob and myself, we go back, a good while. Captain Bob and myself, we actually ran for mayor of the city of Brownsville 12 years ago.
Oh wow.
And let me tell you, we were opponents, bro. We were out
Really?
there, and we were at each other, going back and forth, back and forth. We had some great, great times. And I want to tell a story, if I may, if y'all don't mind.
Sure,
But
go ahead.
Please.
Captain Bob, we were at the forum. I don't know if you remember Captain Bob, but Captain Bob, we were at the forum at the Realtors. Remember the Brownsville Realtors?
Yes.
We were at that forum, and let me tell you, Michael, I am the greatest debater in the city of Brownsville. If you want to see a debate, you got to go to an Erasmo Castro debate. But Captain Bob was right there with me. I mean, the guy was going at it, and one of the things that I appreciate, and again, Captain Bob, I don't bull crap around. One of the things
No, I know. Go
is
for it.
someone with gusto, someone with cojones, that's willing to go out there and just like, this is what I believe. This is what I want. This is what. And Captain Bob was at that forum, and of course, I did a hell of a job. But then Captain Bob goes out there and goes, what needs fixing in the city of Brownsville? And Captain Bob gave such a down to earth answer. She goes, "We gotta fix the streets. We gotta stop the prostitution in Brownsville. We gotta stop the trannies," and he used the word the trannies up there in the downtown. And I went livid. I was, I mean, because it just seemed so natural that he would say that. And then Captain Bob, I don't know if you knew this, but later on, I put up a post and I said, I appreciate Captain Bob, and just very, very direct. And he used this word, and let me tell you, Captain Bob, I got hell in a half. I got, be slapped by a lot of individuals saying, "Why are you using that word?" I said, "I'm not using the word offensively. It's just I was expressing what was stated, which also wasn't, and again, I don't want to get in trouble again, wasn't meant in a derogatory way. It was just stating, what some of the issues were." So I was going like, man, it was a good debate. But what trips me out a lot about the city of Brownsville sometimes is that they'll want to nitpick, Michael. They'll want to like, oh, you said this, and that's it. We're going to judge you by this little thing. I'm going, bitch. judge me by my whole, by everything. Don't judge me because you took a little bit out of context and to try to fit a narrative. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right, Dr. Bob?
Oh yeah, you are right. It was interesting. I'm trying to remember that debate at the realtor's office. Yeah, a little bit. I can remember the UT Brownsville one at the University of Texas,
Oh
TSC.
yeah, that was good.
That was another classic one, and I can remember one at the Sheraton, the old Sheraton that was knocked down.
Remember the one we had?
We did the Sheraton. They almost wanted to take me outside and beat me up. I was like, God, take it easy. We're just debating.
No. Besides that, remember the one we had over there on Southmost at that little restaurant?
Oh yeah. You want to tell the story?
That one, Tony Martinez showed up, and I'm going like, bitch. I say, I'm going after you like a crazy man.
And Pat Amada was in the crowd.
Yes.
And he started saying some stuff, and I had to tell him to shut his mouth.
Yes.
It was good old Southern politics. That's all it was.
Shut up.
We got real pumped. I was pumped up that year. I'm starting.
Bro.
I was kind of calming down in the recent years, but here in the last 40 days, I'm getting that fire built up in me again. And it's your fault, Erasmo. Come on, I'm just kidding.
No, it is my fault. I'll take the blame for that. Hey, look,
take some of the blame. I'm rolling. I'm hot. I have a loud voice. I'm the loudest podcaster in South Texas.
We want to build up that fire inside of people, and that's one of the reasons why I appreciate that Michael is on tonight, because one of the things that we need to do, Captain Bob, because I am the king of all local social media. There's no one more known in this city than Erasmo Castro. Erasmo. I went to Starbucks. We went to Starbucks today, and they actually wrote Erasmo on my cup. I'm going like, how the hell don't you know my name? But they said I'm excited. But
now, which Starbucks did you go to? The one on the expressway?
Yeah, on Morrison. I'm going like, how could you not know Erasmo? You put Erasmo, but it's okay. But we want
to go to the one on the expressway, and they know me real well. I'm there every evening at 6:00.
You're dancing every morning, bro. I've seen your damn
videos.
You're
Whataburger. I'm live at Whataburger. Who dances at 7:30 in the morning? Just Captain Bob at Whataburger. I've done 2 dance series from Whataburger.
I love it, bro. I've seen you dancing with Whataburger employees, and I'm going like, why the hell didn't I think of that? Captain Bob dances and Erasmo Castro falls asleep at Whataburger.
That's a good one, Erasmo.
The store is located where Big Lots is at. It's called Aisle 9. It's on that area, right, Mike?
Yes. So if there's the Big Lots, and then there's that what is it? That gym, Planet Fitness,
Total Fitness.
They all sound the same to me. So it's just next to it. There's. I'm sorry.
Where Detronics is at? Detronics.
Yeah, Detronics. I'm not sure if it's still there, but it's like there.
I went there. I'm going to stop by tomorrow because I'm going to stop by Captain Bob's because we're going to do that quick little interview. And later on, I'll take Michael later on whenever he has a chance. He's got a real busy schedule.
I want to go to that Aisle 9. It's right down the street from Captain Bob's.
Let's go tomorrow. Let's go tomorrow.
Let's go tomorrow. I just came back from the mall. Michael and Erasmo. I took one of my daughters over there. She wanted to get her nails done, so I said, "Well, I saw Erasmo's nails this morning on my podcast, and his nails looked real good. Did they do your nails in Mexico?"
Hell yeah, bro!
Man, they look good. So I took my daughter and I said, "If you're gonna get new nails, you know how the girls are. She's 13." So I said, "I'll go get a manicure." I got a manicure because I saw Erasmo's nails this morning.
Manicure. Michael, did you notice my nails, Michael?
I noticed them from far away.
Bro, I'm Captain Bob. I'm proud, man, that you noticed my nails. I
I
didn't get a
noticed you
manicure.
there. Now, I wanted to ask you, because they've done it to me before, but I don't. They just did the cuticles and cut today. Did they put a little gloss on yours
Yeah, you got to do that, bro. You got to put that
for
gloss.
protection, right?
Hell yeah, bro.
Can I
I
interrupt?
didn't do
Yeah,
that.
oh, Mike.
To tell you the truth, I have never done a manicure or pedicure. I don't even know. I've never done that.
I am going to take you to get a manicure,
Oh, nice.
bro. Let me tell you, they're amazing.
It's self-care. Self-care.
So,
I-
yeah, self-care.
I just need someone that can help me like do the eyebrows because I always do my eyebrows every day and I just feel like it's all messed up and I need
Very gay. Wait, what?
someone to like clean that up, have that
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, sharp look.
I go to Chino's on
Chinos. Is there free
Chino's on I think it's Central Boulevard, 1200 Central Boulevard, and I also go to Diamond Cuts. $5 to do my eyebrows. Now I got some bushy eyebrows, and they're starting to grow faster as I get older. So I have to really trim them down because the female population gets me and goes, "Hey, your eyebrows."
They're as bushy as my. Saludos, Lupe. Oh, yo amo a Somos Valle. Somos el Valle. Let me tell you guys. Lupe Espinosa, Somos Valle, es uno de mis amigos. Y Lupe, déjame decirte que estoy sorprendido que hasta este momento no me has invitado para que yo y tú hagamos un programa juntos. Lupe, háblame, que tu gente le hable a mi gente. One of my new agents is Michael. Michael's going to be taking care of setting up my appointments for all my appearances for this upcoming campaign. So, Lupe, have your people contact Michael, my people, and let's make it happen, Brett.
Okay, Erasmo and Michael. So I was at the mall. I was a tidbit saddened because there was nobody in the mall.
Yeah.
It was very slow, and I went at 6:30 this evening. Very few people. I went and got a shoe shine. I've been looking for somebody to shine my shoes, and they told me, "Hey, he's in the middle of the mall." I didn't know that, so I went, and the guy was there. $10 to shine the shoes.
Yeah.
They shine my shoes, so that's good. But I was concerned that the mall was running slow. The economy right now is a little tough, I think.
It's hurting. Well, and look, I don't know if it's how the restaurant business is, but it's hurting for all of us. And a lot of it has to do because of our Hispanic culture. Take into consideration, a lot of folk are very spent after Christmas. And, after New Year's, there's a lot of celebrations going on. So there's a few dollars that are up there going all the way around. So that has something to do with it. But with that said, this time around, this economy was very bad. Remember the Rumble at the Jumbo? Yes. The forum at the restaurant in Southville was classic. El Vela was there. It was amazing. It was awesome. And Captain Bob did a hell of a job.
I thank you. Thank you.
I was at Roman, Captain Bob. Roman was there. Classic. You know one of the other.
Oh, at the forum, yeah.
Yes. Amazing. So Michael, write that down for my schedule. We gotta go. Aisle 9. Michael's going to help me out with my schedule from now on. He's going to help me through this campaign. We got to do aisle 9. We got to visit Captain Bob, do some seafood, and we got to put up a sign, double-sided sign at Captain Bob's amazing restaurant. Thanks, Michael. Yes, that was classic beast slap. Good evening, gentlemen. Great rapport. I would like to hear a bit from Mr. Rodriguez. That's Michael. My apologies, but not familiar with him. I'm very interested in this perspective of his age group. Michael?
Hello. Well, I'm 24 years old. I just like to go out, just city life, all that, typical, what is it, Brownsville life. I, done it all, the beach, the mall, go everywhere. I've done that when I was little. Now I'm older. I have no friends. They all want to do that same thing I've always done when I was little, and I just have interest in going, to a city and just browse, see what's out there, and just one of the things I like to do is just look for music. I mean, I just struggle a lot, like mentally. Um, trying to be happy, and the thing that makes me happy is just music. Uh, I'm always like headphones, like I find my own music, and what I've noticed has been like, repetitive, the same, the every year the same like artist, and I just said to myself like, why, what's playing without the headphones? So, just one day I tried so hard because I do have anxiety. I have this for a reason. Um, so one day I just decided like take my headphones off and just see what's out there. Like I go to any store. Doesn't have to be the store I like. And if there's like good music playing, that makes you like, like you're happy, you're upbeat, and you just close books and you're listening to music. So I'm just like, like I want to, I love this song and I just want to own it. So just find anything out there. I mean, everybody. I mean, I have a phone too, and I, Spotify, Apple Music, all that
So
streaming services.
a typical 24-year-old.
Right. Anyway, and with me, it's just I'm very like interested in the like collection. Like, I I mean, everybody knows me. I always talk about my records. You wanna
Well,
um
let me ask you, since you're 24 in the city of Brownsville, uh, uh, let me ask you in regards to the happenings around in regards to the political life here in the city of Brownsville. One of the things that I think that one of the things that I wanted to touch on was that we find uh, that your age group, younger residents of the city of Brownsville, tend not to be as active in regards to the political scene. What happens politically here in the city of Brownsville, when it directly affects you because of your interest.
right,
You like the music, you
right,
like there to be options of things to do here in the city of Brownsville.
right.
Because of the political climate going on here, it seems that the political force that's out there, he has a stranglehold on economic development here in the area, which limits the amount of those things that you mentioned. So let me ask you, why is it that most individuals in your age group opt not to become a part of the electoral process?
Um, well, I don't vote. I don't have nothing against voting. This is just like I said, just personal preference. Just growing up, um, yeah, I would see you guys all the time, TV, everywhere, and I do look each candidate. Okay, if I vote this person, what is this person going to do for me? And you look at the lists. Okay, and so it sounds good. Just uh, good talk. And um, you vote for that person. Like I would like to vote you, Erasmo, and I just feel that if I do register to vote, I have this like thing where I have to, show up to court. I have to show up for jury duty, or I have to do something that I'm, I guess, forced to do, and that's just my belief. And I mean, I am educated. I do have two business. I have two degrees. I have one in business, and I have one in general studies. And
Well, you mentioned that you are planning to vote Erasmo Castro this coming election. That I appreciate that, especially since you are going to be helping out in the campaign. Um, how can we get more individuals in your age group interested to come out and become a part of the electoral process? You have children, Captain Bob, Michael's age, don't you?
Yes, there's two of them around his age.
For both of y'all, how do we get your kids, Michael? How do we get your friends, your compadres? How do we get these folks out there wanting to be a part of the electoral process and bring change to the city? Michael?
Um, I just believe that as I mentioned before, I did live that Brownsville life all my life, and I there was a certain point in my life where I had a choice either to stay for a year here in Texas, or I had the choice to move somewhere else. And most of everybody knows it's Florida. So my first time visiting to a new place where I'm just like, there's like my people's like there's none of that over there. Like um, how am I going to like what's like like get that culture out? You know what I mean? So I took a gamble and I live in Orlando. I love it. It's beautiful.
So, Captain Bob, how do we get Michael's age group, your children, out to vote?
Well, I mean, we're trying our best through podcasts. Be honest with you, I've never talked to my oldest children. There's actually three of them that are voting age. I need to have a little conversation with them about that.
Yes.
My life's been a little hectic for the last 5 or 6 years, but
they're registered to vote in Brownsville, Captain Bob.
right, and
that's 3 good votes coming Erasmo's way.
I know that, and we have to.
They love me, Captain Bob's kids. They love Erasmo Castro. Am I wrong?
I'm not. No, you're not wrong. You're correct. You're correct.
I love them too.
Thank you. And the thing is, we need to look at the stats, Erasmo, and you might know them more than me, but I'm going to take a guess. Like we're looking at 8 to 10% voters in the election, but 8 to 10% out of, and I'm going to give a number. Last time I heard, out of 60,000 voters, would that be accurate? Would you know registered voters?
90. I think it's 80, 85.
Okay, 85,000 registered voters, and 10,000 vote, 8,000 vote.
Crazy.
It is crazy. So that's alarming. That number's alarming. Now we go to the young people. I think the Brownsville Independent School District, and you should know that, they need to push it more. What is the age that you can register to vote?
18.
Yeah,
18.
yeah,
Okay, 18. Well, the seniors are 17 and 18, right?
Yeah.
So it might run a little late, but I think the UTRGV and the Texas Southmost College needs to pick it up a little bit for that age group. That's my recommendation. And I know they've had registration drives there.
Not enough.
I don't know how successful they've been.
Not enough.
But
what are the things that,
look at that. There's Miss Stanton. She's called twice already.
Tell her I'll send her a link if she wants to come on.
Okay.
Or send her the link, Captain Bob, and let her come on.
Yeah, send her.
Yeah, the one I
Yeah,
sent.
let her come on if you want.
I don't have her number. Send her the link. You send her the same link I sent you.
Well, I can give it to you over. Just call her 956-245-0404.
You want to give her number out in public?
She wants votes. There's your number.
What's your number, Captain Bob? 956?
245. Love. I mean 0404.
All this personal information.
245-0404?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh
If she
God.
gets mad at me, well, it's okay.
Come on board.
Come on.
I got a call from Jessica's camp if we would vote for her. I told them I would not waste my time on her and told her to quit lying to the people. And then they hung up on me. No, that's rude. Yeah. Let's get through the comments real quick. Chess Chess is a member of the Whataburger Hall of Fame. I am a member of the Whataburger Hall of Fame. Captain Bob wants to be a quick second. Do you even dance at Erasmo? Let me tell you, after 4 shots of Las Pasitas, you better believe it. You can dance. ¿Dónde está el bingo? Everyone knows where the bingo's at. Right, so, okay, so Michael is part of your campaign managers. Yes. Right, Michael?
Right.
I'm building up my camp, Captain Bob. Captain Bob,
I've noticed that. I noticed that you had your dentist. You had your dentist next to you over there at Captain Bob's. Now you have a campaign executive in Michael right here on the podcast. That's pretty cool.
Hey, Captain Bob. Actually, my dentist, who loved Captain Bob. I sent you a picture, Captain Bob. You can put that up later. He took a picture from a great angle. We look amazing.
Okay, but did you send it to me via text?
Yeah, you can put it later. Don't worry. You can get it later.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. I appreciate it. I saw him taking pictures. He had a good angle.
Yeah, he had a good angle, and he loved Captain Bob. He says that next time we're in Brownsville, we got to go back to Captain Bob's. I'm 25
I'm
years old,
telling you,
and Erasmo is speaking facts. Victor is my man. He could be part of our campaign too. Love you, Victor.
The city of Brownsville had a book on the history of Brownsville. I think it was published, 25 years ago, and I got a copy of it. It has a lot of history about the shrimp industry and different agriculture, different situations. Levi plant way back when, and I think if somebody can make a new book on the city of Brownsville, that picture that you're telling me the dentist took, that picture should be on a chapter because of the honest podcast here in town. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of the fake blogs. They're just fake news, and it's just a joke. I know you.
I spit on
them. They're not the greatest thing. They're there to go and laugh. And it's you know what? It's even false cheeseman.
Yes, horrible.
Even gossip is false, man. That's bad stuff.
They're bastards, Captain Bob. Bastards, they're all.
You think?
Don't you think?
Of course. I mean, they're terrible, man.
Michael, do you have a career or one in mind that you would like to do?
Honestly, I just love music a lot. My top choice, if it's the route for me, I want to either open up a record store, or
you need a record store here.
Yeah, I mean, to tell you the truth, if there was one here in Brownsville and in a good location, good environment, good music playing, I'm 100% sure that people will be like interested. Just look. I mean, I really don't care if you're just there listening to what we're listening to. You know what I mean? We're just having a good time. Like, so I honestly, I do not discriminate any media. I love records. That's my top choice. I have cassettes. I have CDs. What have you?
Captain Bob loves music. Captain Bob?
Say that again?
Captain Bob loves music. He said he like.
I like music, Michael. I got a good. I'd like you and Erasmo to come over to my house sometime in the near future. I got a bunch of CDs, but my music's from the 70s and 80s. I like that. Of course, I've had a couple of divorces in my life, so they took most of my CDs, but I still got some CDs.
Michael, write that in the agenda. We're going to go visit Captain Bob's mansion. Did you write it down with a gold pen?
Sure, I can do that.
But thank you. You're welcome. My home is your home.
Tu casa.
Nice, perfect. Casa. Can I stay over and I don't know, bring my record player if you need me to.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Well, I got an interesting surround system that really puts out the music real nice. So I want to show you that system. And
I'll take a bottle of pasitas, Captain Bob.
Captain Bob, do you have any record or any album in mind that you like? Maybe I can show it to you right here.
how about that? Well, I don't want anybody to laugh at me. I'm a little older now, but I like.
I appreciate all genres of music.
Def Leppard, Van
Yes.
Halen,
Yes.
Van Halen. I mean, Aerosmith's still rocking for everybody right now.
I saw
Emotion. Know that song?
You're a good singer too.
Oh, thanks. I try. I always practice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the questions.
And I like Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Nickelback's a little more modern, I think.
What
I
high
like
school
that.
did you go to, Mr. Rodriguez?
What high school? Everywhere.
Ooh, a bouncer.
Yep.
I went to Porter, and Captain Bob went to St. Joe.
I don't know who's calling me. I'm gonna shut off my phone.
They
Sorry about that.
They probably saw you on the. Get off the podcast!
Watch out! It's going to be those political. It's going to be those political phone banks calling.
Did you see Trey Mendes comment on your recent post? I did not. No, I did not see Trey Mendes. Again, one of the things about being the king of all local social media is that I get hundreds of thousands of comments a day, and I do not get to read all of them. So didn't get to see it. But someone, hello, someone's got me echoed. Hello, it's okay. Captain Bob teaming up with Erasmo to give out seafood trays for election. Preach! Maybe not. Corruption is not learned in classrooms, textbooks, or by public officials. Oh, there it is. ABBA arrival. Captain Bob, do you know ABBA, right?
Oh, I love ABBA.
Take a chance on
ABBA.
I love it.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. They got several hits.
Chiquitita, you and I show, and the sun is shining above you. Remember that one, Captain Bob?
Knowing me, knowing
Oh yeah.
you. So this is my only original ABBA record, and I believe this is made from the Netherlands.
Oh, I like the Netherlands. They got some good-looking people from the Netherlands.
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen. Yeah, that was Captain Bob in a previous life.
Yeah. Now let me tell you. How about Toby Bow, who lived?
Because he's at Whataburger, so Captain Bob's new nickname in the morning at Whataburger is the Dancing Queen.
Watch out, because my goal is to dance at McDonald's and then Wendy's.
They're gonna want you everywhere. You are. I am the king of all local social media, and you're the dancing queen of Whataburger. You got some moves, man. You got some good moves.
Thank you.
I brought a few records with me, and this is my probably like my oldest one that I have in my collection, and it's the most common one.
Oh,
Wow.
Jimi Hendrix.
Oh yeah.
That is an awesome one.
The original, I bought it for $5.
Oh, that's a great price.
Now, Michael, do you hear, or you may have the album, and of course he's a Valley person. Freddie Fender, Teardrops, and he got the song Teardrops, which was a big hit. And there's another
I'll
one.
be there before the next
There
tear.
you go, that one. He had another famous song. I can't think of it right now, but they're good, man. And another Valley guy, Erasmo and Michael, is what's that one?
Night Fever.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Another person that's in the Valley is Toby Bow, Angel Baby. Angel Baby's the song, man. He's always on the island.
Michael knows that one.
I honestly don't know that one. It just the title sounds funny to me, and that's why it makes
I
me.
think he got to number one in the early 70s. The guy lives in the Valley. He lives in McAllen, but he's always on the island. Toby Bow.
Well, that's one of the things that I wanted to mention. Michael, what are you showing us?
Well, this is the collection I have.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That is pretty cool. Hey, going back into Captain Bob, one of the things that has always amazed me, and this going back into the music thing, you remember Chris Christopherson?
Yeah.
You know Chris Christopherson, Captain Bob?
Yes, I do.
You know Chris Christopherson is from Brownsville.
Yep, he went to Russell Elementary.
Isn't it trippy that we don't have anything here that commemorates?
That's a good point. That's a good point. That you got.
Why don't we have a little statuette? White Snake. Here I go again on my own, running down the only road I've ever known.
I think that's a good idea, Erasmo.
Like a gypsy, I was born to walk alone. But why doesn't Chris Christopherson? They took away the rock. Do you remember that, Michael?
The rock.
They took away the rock. Did you remember that, Michael? Or no.
The Rock. You mean Dwayne Johnson?
No. Yeah, but no. We had a rock at Washington Park that was called the Confederacy Rock because it was Jefferson Davis Rock. And they made a big old stink about, the rock, and let's remove the rock. And there was a lot of people Michael's age that wanted the rock removed. Captain Bob, I like that one. Arctic Monkeys. Captain Bob, why couldn't we replace that rock or made that rock into a statue of Aqua? Is that I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I'm elastic, so fantastic. You can
So everyone's probably gonna say that I only got that album for that song. However, I did listen to this album. It's really good. There's just one other song called Candyman, and just if you're into like the the bubblegum pop, this is the album for you. I highly recommend it.
I like bubblegum pop. Captain Bob, why couldn't they replace that rock with a Chris Christopherson rock?
Well, I think they stored it in a warehouse, so that can still happen sometime.
I think they destroyed it.
And have somebody do a sculpture of his handsome face with his beard. Guys, look at Harlingen. Harlingen also has a famous singer artist, and he's the one that sang "Rock Around the Clock Tonight" from the 50s or 60s. If you remember that.
The morning light, we're gonna rock around.
That one. That guy is from Harlingen.
See? But San Benito, Captain Bob. Oh yes. I love that one.
San Benito puts Freddie Fender on the water tower, and what do we have? We have PUB on the water tower.
Yes,
look what they just did to our community.
They screwed us. They screwed us over. But why don't we have a Chris Christopherson water tower instead of the horrid PUB tower, Captain Bob? Why can't we have something for Chris Christopherson?
You got a good point.
Always.
Something to consider. It needs to be on the agenda. It needs to be an agenda item at the city of Brownsville.
I promise. Steely Dan is fire. Katrina
Now,
and Waves.
you got to give it to San Benito with the Freddie Fender water tower. It's very visual. Whoever painted him up there did a good job. Does anybody know if there's anything? I'm talking as big as Freddie Fender in regards to Selena in the Corpus area. I know
They made a park.
they made a park, but I'm talking about something massive on the side of the highway, like Freddie Fender. Maybe there is. I don't know. I haven't moved around Corpus that much lately.
No, they do. They have great stuff for Selena. Oh crap!
Oh, okay.
They got great stuff for Selena. They just don't have any stuff for Chris Christopherson and Brownsville, and that's a shame. What happened to my face? It's that damn lighting. Stop it! The lighting is messing up. Does he have a Chicago? Oh, Dark Side of the Moon. That's mine, baby.
Does he have any? You got any Steely Dan?
Steely Dan? No, I don't have them.
How about that Chicago?
That's good stuff.
Chicago, honestly, I heard one song. I don't know what the title, the name from Chicago, but it was really good. And I'm like, that's Chicago? Like, holy shit.
How about Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Ooh, you got me there.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Do you remember?
Right on.
The 21st night of December.
Sailing away, rising of the Dile a Michael que se siente. Yeah, you're making people dizzy.
Aquí ya estoy sentado, ya acomodé, enseñé el disco, so ahorita vamos a hablar en español si está bien.
Gracias, Michael. Michael nos quiere hacer recordar de que hay muchas personas de las cuales no hablan inglés y que también quieren escuchar en cuanto a pues, qué es lo que está pasando en la ciudad de Bronzeville. Captain Bob, ¿qué está pasando en la ciudad de Bronzeville, Captain Bob, que preocupa a las personas de las cuales forman parte de esta comunidad?
Pues ahorita las cuentas que nos llegan a las casas de la luz y la agua y la desagua, el del PUB, se subió como 38%. Hay muchas cosas que la gente de Brownsville se preocupa por esos bills, esas cuentas que nos llega cada mes. Y es un problema muy grande ahorita en Brownsville. También en las tiendas de H-E-B, en los restaurantes donde vas, todo ha subido 20 a 40%. Es muy difícil a vivir así aquí en Brownsville, pero no podemos pensar que nosotros somos los únicos. Es en todo el país. Pero acá en Brownsville es el PUB que hicieron bastante errores allí y no nos dijeron la verdad. Y los comisionados, del Brownsville, pues votaron sin saber toda la información correcta. Muchos de nosotros pensamos que los oficiales
nos robaron,
que el público puso en el commission no están votando correcto. En mi opinión, deben de salir, deben de retirarse si no pueden trabajar correcto. No deben de estar allí. Y hay otros que están corriendo para alcalde, están peleando a ver quién gana el alcalde. Y estoy hablando de los comisionados que están allí. Pues no hicieron nada. No hicieron nada esos dos.
Perros.
Y todavía quieren estar allí arriba, pero no han hecho nada. La historia de cómo votaron no está muy bien.
No, fuera.
Captain Bob, necesito decir algo. Necesito ir al baño, por favor, necesito irme.
Okay, okay.
Captain Bob tiene toda la razón. John Cowan y Jessica Tetro jamás debiesen ser alcalde de la ciudad de Bronzeville. Erasmo Castro debiese ser el alcalde. Yo estoy de acuerdo con Captain Bob. Captain Bob, it's been a great show. It's been a, we deviated a little bit from the politics. You had a little fun. We talked about music, talked about Brownsville and culture, and that's good. We have a little bit of variety every so often. Guys, tomorrow at 11 a.m., please go watch Captain Bob. Susan Rubalcaba, candidate Susan Rubalcaba, will be on Captain Bob's show tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I'll be in there, just to cheer him on. And I appreciate the Captain Bob letting us do that. But what Captain Bob does, and what I do with Captain Bob, is important because it gives you an avenue. It gives you an insight towards the mind and the heart of the individuals that are seeking office here in the city of Brownsville. And I think every single candidate out there should take advantage, of Captain Bob's audience, Erasmo Castro's audience, and go out there.
Ay, te pido perdón, Captain Bob, ya siendo muy tranquilo, ya hablamos en español.
¿Hiciste el 1 o el 2?
Uf, no te voy a decir.
¿Te lavaste las manos, sí o no?
Siempre lavo las manos, no me gusta que nadie me toque, todo muy mugroso. So,
Muy
necesito-
higiénico.
Sí,
Es amigo de Román Pérez. Captain Bob, what you do is amazing, and I appreciate it. And I thank you for your shows, and I thank you for being a part of the electoral process always, but especially during this very important election.
Well, Erasmo, that coming from the king of social media of the Rio Grande Valley, that means a lot to Captain Bob.
I love Captain Bob, and I love Michael.
And I
muchísimas gracias.
appreciate how you, Erasmo, follow tight schedules, and you're always on time. And the community appreciates that, and Captain Bob appreciates that. When you come on over to CBS, you're always on time, and I appreciate that. So I look forward to. I always get a little early, and I start looking at the clock, and it's 2 minutes till 11 o'clock, and here he comes into the parking lot. I'm like, this guy's always on time.
Well, I'm always on time because I have great campaign managers like Michael Rodriguez.
I highly recommend a song if you're able to hear it. It's one of my favorite artists because I've been listening to him a lot recently, and it's called "Out of Time" by The Weeknd.
Awesome.
It's very, very catchy. I love it. So
I'll look into it. I'll Google it.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a great. Thank you guys. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'll be back on. So we'll talk a little bit more about politics, and I appreciate Captain Bob always coming on. Michael, thank you so much. Today was Michael's first day, and he did a great job. Introduction.
Igualmente.
Gracias. Well, Erasmo always does a great job. But great to have Michael his first day here, and great introduction to a new generation of the city of Brownsville, and how we could reach out and hope that more individuals become part of the electoral process, and more individuals would want to become a voice here in the city of Brownsville, because we need Michael's generation. We need your vote. We need your voice. We need the older generation, like Captain Bob. We need his voice, his vote, his podcast, his show. And folks, we need the handsome people vote, the Erasmo people vote, the handsome vote. And because there is no one more handsome than Erasmo Castro in the city of Brownsville. And he is the king of all local social media, and loves most of you. especially Captain Bob and especially Michael. Guys, have a great evening. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. You still believe in all that crap, guys. Be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.